my channel. This is Trans Guy Reacts, and I'm Nick. I make videos about women's college basketball and professional basketball. And today I want to talk about the WNBA draft. As you can see here, this is Leah Boston from last year going #1 to the Indiana Fever. But yeah, I want to go through the mock draft. I'm going to do Michael Vopel's coverage. He is a sports reporter at ESPN, and I like his mock draft predictions. I think they're pretty interesting, and so I just want to go through each one and for the first draft, and I'll just go quickly through the other ones and just give a little bit of analysis of what I think is going to happen. So first of all, people are like so pressed about like before I get into that, I always should say I do content that is very much for people who love women's basketball and are here to learn about women's basketball. So if you are a new basketball fan and you only have one favorite team and one favorite player and you don't want to hear anything else, I'm not the channel for you. I come here because I want to share my love and appreciation for the game, and I want to share the nuances and the history and like and in my biased perspective of like how things are going to shape out. So if you are only on like one kind of bandwagon, like you're on one bandwagon kind of person, this ain't the channel for you. So please dislike the channel and I won't show up in your feed anymore. If you care about women's basketball, like, share, subscribe, do all those things, and let's get into it. So this mock draft, this draft that's coming up with the WNBA, I want to say that order doesn't really matter as much. Like going 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. What order you go in does not matter. No one will remember that unless you're the #1 pick. What matters is what team you go to, because that's really big. If you go to a team that you're not well suited for, you could get cut, right? And then your dreams are kind of dashed, and you have to wait till to go overseas and maybe next year make a training camp. So it really does matter who is drafting you. Also, depending on how popular you are and how much media coverage you're getting, Clark, Reese, you're going to have a little bit of a target on your back, and you're going to have veteran players being like, okay, well, that's great that you were good in college, but that's college, like what are you going to do now as a professional? So how are you going to play in the league? And they're going to play you hard. And there's going to be a lot of like welcome to the league moments. And that's going to be really challenging for new fans to understand that it's just competition. It's not personal. Also, there's an adjustment period. Most rookies don't do well their first year. For the exception of Candace Parker, who was the rookie player of the year and the most valuable player of the year when she was drafted. Crazy. Leah Boston did pretty decent as well, but still she got drafted to a losing team, and they were not that good. They were better than last year, the year before, but they still weren't a good team, and they lost a lot of games. So there's going to be adjustment period. It's going to be hard for a lot of players. The league has a very short time in between of the season. Other sports, you have months in between before the season starts. But with the WNBA, you go to the championship game, you declare for the draft. Like 2 weeks later, there's a draft. Then a month later, there's training camp, and then not even a month later, you're playing professional basketball. So it's just like go, and that can be really hard for people, especially if you're like on the quarter system. Like Haley Jones from Stanford talked about, she went to Atlanta Dream. She talked about like she's on the quarter system, so she was still doing school when she was working, and like when you're working, it's not, they don't care about school, like this is your job now. So right, so like that kind of transition is a little bit different, right? And also, this is the best of the best of the best with honors, right? So these players are going to be with grown-ass women who've been playing professional sports for years. They're not going to just be playing college athletics. And it's hard, it's tough, and the games are like every other day, every couple of days. It's not like one game a week. It's just going to be different. It's going to be an adjustment period. So that is it. That is my little disclaimer. But yeah, let's get into the actual draft. So we have obviously Caitlin Clark with the Indiana Fever going first. There's no doubt in anyone's mind that she's not going first. Like, that would be kind of crazy. But I do want to talk about the team that she's going to. So obviously last year you had Leah Boston, and she did really well for her first year as a rookie, as well as Grace Berger. Grace Berger went to Indiana, so local talent, and she has a lot of fans. And she's really good. She's a fantastic guard. I think she's gonna do great. I really hope she stays with Indiana for a while. But you also have Demiris Dantes, a fantastic player. She used to play for Minnesota for a long time. Excuse me. Timmy Fagbinley, Maya Caldwell is good, but they don't play her very much. Lexi Hall is amazing, and she's been playing in AU Sports, Athletes Unlimited, this past month, so showing her skills there. Kelsey Mitchell, who is on the all-time leaderboard, she was number two. No, number she's number four now because I believe it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's Clark, it's Plum, it's Deasia Fair, and then it's Kelsey Mitchell. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Or I'm mixing Kelsey Plum and Mitchell up. But amazing, amazing guard. She is going to be the guard. You got Katie Lou Samuelson, amazing player. Victoria Saxton, who's from South Carolina. Nalissa Smith, fantastic. I think she went to Baylor. Ridiculously good player. Christy Wallace, and she's Australian, and Erica Wheeler, who's the pretty much the only vet on the team. She's the only player that's got some years on her. How many years has she been in the league? 8. And Demiris Dantes has been in the league for 8 years. I forgot about that. So those are the two vets who are on the team. I I think she's going to do well. Obviously, there's some of these players are not going to stay. We'll see what Christy decides to figures out. She's the head coach, and Karima Christmas Kelly, who used to be a pro player, is also the assistant coach. She's amazing. So we'll see. And Lynn Dunn's the general manager, so it really is up to her ultimately. But and they want Indiana Fever wants to get back to winning championships. The last time they won a championship was with Tamika Catchings, and it was like, I don't even know, like 10 years ago. It was a while. So I think this roster is going to be great for her. She'll be able to, I think she'll do really well with assisting. I don't know about those 3-point shots. Those logo threes, that's just, I don't see that happening. The veterans are not going to let her get those shots off. It's just, no, it's just not going to happen. And as you saw in the tournament, when people play Clark, they actually do defense and actually play her, like actually have defense on her. She gets very frustrated and she's not really good at handling defense. So, we got to see what's going to happen in the W and how she adjusts to that, or they're just going to have to not let her pull. I don't see her bringing up the ball, period, because she's not going to be the point guard. Like, I see Kelsey Mitchell being the point guard because that's what she does, or Kelsey or Erica Wheeler being the point guard, and then passing the ball to Clark, and then her passing it probably to Leah Boston. That's what I see. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, obviously the number 1 pick is going to be Caitlin Clark. Now the number 2 pick, Michael Vopel is thinking that it's going to be Cameron Brink. Possibly. Some people are just disputing this. It could be Camila Cardoso, because considering what she was able to do in the tournament. Cameron Brink does have the issue of fouling out. And then on the Bird and Taurasi show, Diana Taurasi, did call her out on that. She was like, speaking of fouling out, Cameron Brink's on the show. It's like totally called her, and she owned it. She knows that that's her problem, and she needs to. That's one of the things she needs to fix, is not going after every ball and getting dumb fouls, because she fouls out so much. But Cameron Brink is amazing. She's really good at defending and blocking shots. I see her doing fantastic in Los Angeles. They lost Neko Owumake to the Seattle Storm, so now you have her playing. Right now, this is the roster. The people that I would want to call out. No offense to Julia Alamond. She's fine. But Monique Billings, Lexi Brown, Ray Burrell, Lasia Clarendon, Nia Clouden, Zaya Cook, De'Erica Hamby. I don't know who Varrock Kiss is. Ari McDonald, Taylor Mikesell, Kia Nurse, Azare Stevens, Stephanie Talbot, and Lee Euro. What? That's great. You got Kia Nurse, you got Azare Stevens, you got Lasia Clarendon, Lexi Brown and Monique Billings, and De'Erica. It's just all of these players going to be around. Oh my God, they're gonna have to cut so many people. Oh, who are they gonna cut? Oh my God, it's gonna be great. So I'm excited for Brink to possibly come here. We'll see if that happens, but no matter what, she's gonna have a fantastic people around her to develop her game. Moving on to the Chicago Sky, you have Camila Cardoso, obviously, and we're not sure what's going to go. Some people are thinking that Rakia Jackson might go second over Cameron Brink. It's hard to tell. But Camila Cardoso is also someone, I don't know if I would see her at Chicago. I kind of see her at LA. But It's not my call, obviously. But if she goes to the Sky, she's gonna be with players like Lindsay Allen, Kennedy Carter. Kennedy Carter is, I don't. She has some, I will call them behavioral issues, and doesn't seem to be remorseful about it. So I don't know how she's gonna do at Chicago. We'll see. You got Diamond and Shields. Diamond is an amazing player. Slept on. Dana Evans slept on, killing it overseas. Don't know this international player. Isabel Harrison, great. Izzy is amazing. Sika Cohen, I don't really know who that is. Marina Mabry, fantastic player from Notre Dame. Michaela Onyenwere, Taya Raymer, Brianna Turner, and Elizabeth Williams. Whoa, whoa. I just love being reminded on who's in the league, and it's just gonna be so hard for them to cut people. This is it's gonna hurt my heart when I see all the cuts, because there will be a lot of cuts. Moving on to Los Angeles Sparks. I already looked at the roster, but Rakia Jackson is slated to go fourth. She is an amazing player, but didn't get a lot of time to shine because of injuries. But when she did play, she played amazing. So I'm looking forward to seeing her and how she grows. Aaliyah Edwards, who is coming from UConn. Aaliyah Edwards is interesting to me because she's really a good player, but she's had some injuries. Her nose has been broken many times. I just haven't seen her thrive in the last year or so. So I am a little concerned about her, but we'll see how she does in the W. She's going to be with the Dallas Wings, and Dallas Wings are stacked, yo. You got Kaylani Brown, the beautiful Kaylani Brown. She's so sexy. Jalen Brown, Veronica Burton, Emma Cannon, Crystal Dangerfield, Natasha Howard, Lou Lapel Sinishaw, who I think went to UConn, so that'd be cool if they played together. Tierra McCowan, Arike Gumbawale. Arike, the best, okay? Katrina Pardee, I don't know who that is. Satu Sabali, an amazing player. Maddie Segris, Stephanie Suarez, and Sevi Uzan. So, bruh. Bruh, that is a stacked team. Dallas Wings, unfortunately, just have not. I mean, they do pretty well. They get usually to the playoffs, but they haven't they've had a lot of coaching changes and stuff, so we'll see how that works out. They have Courtney Paris as an assistant coach, Latricia Tremmel as the head coach. She's doing all right, so we'll see how that goes. Washington Mystics is going to have JC Sheldon. This is also an interesting thing to me. She is really good at defense, and she was really good in college, but I don't know if I see her game translating to the W, but I could be completely wrong, obviously. I'm just not certain about her. I'm just not certain. So, she's going to the Washington Mystics. Washington Mystics right now, my nose is so itchy. I keep touching my nose, whatever. Ariel Atkins, Shakira Austin, Elisa Cunane, Elena Deladon, although I think Elena is sitting out this year because she's not really happy with the Mystics. I don't know what's going on with that, but I heard there's some controversy. Anyway, Stephanie Dolson, Queen Egbo, Emily Ensler, Maisha Hines-Allen, Dee Dee Richards, Carly Samuelson, Brittany Sykes, who's her sister is Katie Lou, by the way. Brittany Sykes, Julie Van Loo, I don't know who that is, and Shatori Walker Kimbrough. Pretty sizable team. I think they definitely need some help. If Elena is going to be out, they're going to need some help. So, I don't know, though, but she's a guard. I don't know. They might keep her for once. I don't know. I no offense to Jace. No offense to her, but I just don't know if she. We'll see what happens. I'm just not. I don't know. I'll say that. Minnesota Lynx has Isabel Borlas. She's Australian. That's fine. I don't understand why you would draft a foreign player in the first draft, but this happens every year. I don't get it. I think that this player should be Angel Reese, but whatever. That's what they choose. So who is on the Minnesota Lynx? Let's see. Bridget Carlton, Nafisa Collier, Liz Dixon, Ruthie Hebert, Natasha Heidemann, love Natasha, Dorka Yohas, Kayla McBride, Diamond Miller, Jamie Nard, Alana Smith, Taylor Soul, Kayana Traylor, Courtney Williams, and Olivia Upupa. This team, Minnesota's always good. They're always good, but they definitely need a little bit more help, I think. But It's a solid roster. I really love Nafisa, Ruthie, Natisha, Kayla, Diamond, Alana, Courtney Williams. Pretty solid team. So we'll see what comes of that. Although I'm just like I don't know much about Isabel, so I can't really say. Chicago Sky, you got Angel Reese coming in. Obviously, everybody knows about Angel Reese. She is like one of the most popular players, and arguably, I would say she is actually more popular than Caitlin Clark in terms of people who follow her and care about her. She has like 3 million followers on Instagram and probably the same on TikTok, as opposed to Caitlin, who has about 1 million. Caitlin gets more media attention in certain ways, positive media attention, and Angel Reese gets negative media attention, even though fans love her more. I would say that. And respect her being her true self. Chicago Sky. I think I already went over that roster. Yeah. So the Chicago. There's this pop up. No. Yeah, we already went over that. We'll see. I could see her thriving there. She just needs to develop a mid range shot. She doesn't really have that, but I did see a video of her today practicing 3 pointers from the NBA line. So, and she was getting them in. But it's different to be doing it in practice and then doing it live in a game when you have pressure on you. So we will see as she develops. I think she'll do well in the WNBA, but she will also have a transition period as well. It's not going to be very easy for her. Number 9, we have Dallas Wings Alyssa Pile, which will be interesting. She is not 6'2". She is 5'10". She has told people, she's like, I am 5'10", but she's 6'2" probably in shoes is really the situation there. Her going to Dallas, I think, is good, although I just don't know how her game is going to translate. The team's kind of tall, so we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens with Elisa. I think she's fantastic. I think she should be in the W. I just don't know if Dallas Wings is the right place for her. Connecticut Sun, Deasia Fair. I actually think Deasia Fair, who is the third-time all-time scorer in the NCAA, got overshadowed because of Caitlin Clark killing it. I think she will do really well in Connecticut. So Connecticut is run by Stephanie White. She used to be a player. She used to be a coach at Vanderbilt. She was a coach at Indiana. She was under Lynn Dunn's tutelage. So fantastic coach. And Brianne January is also an assistant coach. So fantastic. That team has Rachel Banham. Yes. DeWanna Bonner, the GOAT. Leah Brown. I don't really know who that is. Dejanay Carrington. She's pretty good. Renaya Davis, great. Taisha Harris, great. Mariah Jefferson, great. Brianna Jones, healthy because she hurt herself last year, but she's fantastic. Tiffany Mitchell, amazing. Astu Dorfall, God, I can't say her name. Astu Dorfall, oh God, it's hard to say her name. Olivia Nelson Ododa, Shea Petty, amazing player. Kayana Smith, Alyssa Thomas, who is the triple-double queen, Sydney Weiss, and Jocelyn Willoughby. Oh my God, I gotta blow my nose. My nose is so dang itchy. What is going on? Oh, anyway. All right. All of these they're stacked. They are absolutely stacked. So Deasia Fair going there, she's kind of small, actually. She's 5'5". She's a small guard. But there are other small people on that team who have been very effective in the league. So I am looking forward to Deasia Fair being in the W. I think that's where she belongs. New York Liberty, Charisma Osborne from UCLA. She's going to a super team, so that should be very if she gets drafted by the New York. I don't know. New York Liberty is pretty stacked now that they're a super team. So we've got Okaka Adika. I don't know who that is. Kennedy Burke. Also from UCLA. I don't really remember her, which is weird. She's been in the league for 4 years and I don't remember her. Anyway, Ivana Docic, don't know who that is. Lenny Five. These are all training camp. This is all training camp. These people are gonna get cut. Brianna Frazier, Morgan Green. Yeah, y'all getting cut. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. Sabrina Unescu, obviously. Jonquel Jones, amazing. Benijah Laney Hamilton. I didn't know she got married. Stephanie Mowuli. Don't know who that is. Niara Sabali, who is Satu Sabali's sister. Brianna Stewart. Anna Tadik. Don't know who that is. Kayla Thornton and Courtney Vandersloot. So let's be real. A lot of these players are getting cut. These are a lot of training camp roster people. Sandy Brondello and her husband Olaf, who are the assistant coaches. Oh, and Ronika Hodges is the assistant coach. That's great. Former WNBA player. I don't know about Charisma Osborne going there. I mean, there's space on the team for her because all these other players are going to get cut, but she's going to have to earn her spot because there's a lot of people in the training camp roster. And then finally, you have Atlanta Dream Jessica Carter from Mississippi State. I mean, I like Mississippi State. I think talk to me nice, talk to me nice. I love the coach, but I don't really remember Jessica Carter. And no shade to her. I just don't really remember who she is. So Atlanta Dream is pretty stacked as well. You got Leticia Ami here from South Carolina. Jordan Canada, amazing player. Khadijah Cave, I don't know who that is. Tina Charles. Tina Charles is back. The GOAT. Tina Charles. Woo! So happy to see her back. Nia Coffey. Lorella Kubaj. Don't really remember much of what she's done. Asia Durr, 80 is amazing. Alicia Gray, she just won the championship in Athletes Unlimited. If you don't know what that is, look it up. She is fantastic. Naz Hillman, Ryan Howard, Haley Jones, Cheyenne Parker, and Ariel Powers. So a really good team. So I don't know. Because I don't really remember Jessica Carter, I can't really make a decision about that. The other teams that they have second round picks that I didn't go over were the Las Aces Vegas. Wow. The Las Vegas Aces, excuse me. Now, they don't have any first round picks because if you're a good team, you don't get as many lottery picks for the draft. So they have second round picks, which is not great for the people who go second. Anyone going second or third round, you the chances of you getting it on the roster is very slim. You have to ball out, and they already have amazing players. They got Bree Bill, Kirsten Bell, Leisha Clark, Sydney Colson, Chelsea Gray, Megan Gustafson, Bria Hartley, Morgan Jones, Kamaria McDaniel, Candace Parker, Kelsey Plum, Kia Stokes, Asia Wilson, and Jackie Young. It's gonna be hard to get on that roster. It's pretty much set. That roster is set. They're gonna cut some people off this, but if you, I don't see it happening. And then obviously you have Phoenix Mercury. Obviously, this is not. I would say in the last few years maybe has not been the team of past because Sandy Brodello is not there anymore. But it's still a solid team. You have Rebecca Allen, Amy Atwell, Morgan Burtz, Natasha Cloud, amazing, I love her. Kalia Copper, Sophie Cunningham, Brittany Griner, Makia Herbert Harrington, Maya Hollingshed, Natasha Mack, Sug Sutton, Diana Taurasi, and Kirsten Williams. Now, obviously, Diana Taurasi, Brittany Griner, Sophia Cunningham, Rebecca Allen, Natasha Cloud, like Kalia Copper, those players, yeah, it's a really stacked team. It's going to be really hard to make that team, to be honest. And then lastly, you have Seattle Storm, which I'm surprised did not get any first round picks because they were last in the league. I don't know what happened with that. I don't know, but they on the offseason they did bring on a lot of good people, so that might have something to do with it. So their team's going to be stacked. You're going to have Elena Coates, Kayla Davis, Skylar Diggins-Smith, who came from Phoenix Mercury. Her and Diana did not get along. There's some controversies there about Skylar Diggins-Smith's personality. They're both, Skylar and Diana have really big personalities, and I knew that wasn't going to work. But alas, it's fine. Dulcie Famkin Mendejadu. Hopefully I said that. Jorna Holmes, Jordan Horston, Jewel Lloyd, amazing. Ezzy Magbagor, Jade Melbourne, who is from Australia. How your last name gonna be Melbourne? You from Australia? Okay. Nneka Ogwumike, who came from the Los Angeles Sparks. Mercedes Russell, Victoria Vivians, who got traded from Indiana Fever. Sammy Whitcomb and Kiana Williams. Amazing roster. Sue leaving last year, Jewel took over the team, and it's gonna, it's a transition period. Not having Sue Bird there, it's gonna take time. But now that they've brought on Skylar Diggins-Smith and Nneka Ogwumike, it's gonna get better. It's gonna be fantastic. So let's finish this up by talking about the other second and third round. Even though, like I said, if you make the second and third round, the chances of you being in the league are just like very slim. But good luck to you. You got Chicago Sky, Niadu Pooch, an Australian, don't know who that is. Seattle Storm, Nika Mule from UConn, possible, very possible. And a Fever, Jalen Nicholson, don't know who that is. Or Javen. Las Vegas Aces, Celeste Taylor. New York Liberty, Jazz Shelley. Absolutely not. Sorry. Las Vegas Aces, Jakia Brown Turner. No. Connecticut Sun, Mackenzie Holmes. Maybe. She has a good body. Maybe. Atlanta Dream, Layla Lacan, France. I don't know. Washington Mystics, Elizabeth Kitley. Possibly, but she's injured right now. So maybe they draft her and see what she does when she comes back. Possibly keep her on the roster. Connecticut Sun, Tiana Jackson. New York Liberty, Quay Miller. Don't know. Las Vegas Aces, Desiree Young. Yeah, y'all, these last three, y'all aren't going to make the league. I'm sorry. Third round gets worse. Phoenix Mercury, Carla Late from France. I don't know. Seattle Storm, Abby Sue from Columbia. Indiana Fever, Mackenzie Forbes from USC. Possibly. Possibly. I could see her going to training camp, but making a team. Los Angeles Sparks, Marquisha Davis. Airquisha. I don't. Possibly. Again, possibly. I don't know. I'm not positive. Phoenix Mercury, Asia Blackwell. No. Washington Mystics, Brianna Maxwell. No. Minnesota Lynx, Hannah Jump. Maybe. Atlanta Dream, Honesty Scott Grayson. Probably not. Dallas Wings, Kiki Jefferson. Connecticut Sun, Sarah Scalia. Nah. New York Liberty, Rebecca Mukasikova. And Las Vegas Aces, Jalen Sherrod. Which I'm actually surprised that she is so low on this list of the mock draft. I think she's going to go actually second round. So we'll see what happens with Jalen Sherrod. I think she's an amazing player. It just depends on who drafts her. So that is Michael Vopel's draft list. I do kind of agree with most of the first 12, but I think the order will be a little bit different, and it'll be fun and exciting to see that. And I look forward to doing kind of like a live reaction to that, or at least right after. I'll do a little a video about my reaction to the draft. So yeah, that is what's up next. What's going on with the league? Yeah, looking forward to what is it? Sunday. I'm gonna put this out. I think I'm gonna put this out tomorrow. So yeah, looking forward. Put this out tomorrow, which will be Saturday, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. And that's it. If you like this content, please like the video. Please subscribe. Would love to make more of this and have people who are genuinely excited about women's basketball and excited about the WNBA season and what's coming up and what's next. I love for you guys to come along on the journey, and I will see y'all in the next one. Later.